Occupy.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
You're a crow, and a deriva. You're expected. Forgive Thea. You know how she gets when a contract is delayed.
No one likes letting a contract go stale.
And this one is personal for all of us. Perhaps more than you know.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord butchered Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. We all know assassination is not really about killing. It's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
So we send a message from the crows. What's our first step?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Help a fellow crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Hello. Just Dimitri?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Crows love a good zipline.
An underwater.
That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing. I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem Tevinter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
Not even an army stops the Treviso market.
So many things you could buy. How do you choose?
I've got goods from all over. Thank you so much.
We have all sorts of medicines here for all sorts of people. You need anything for your comfort? You like piano.
Welcome. Your body is a sacred vessel, and I can provide you with the proper building materials.
Cafe later?
Good night for it.
Welcome to the Dapper Duelist. We favor lighter wear here, but have heavier armor in stock as well. Our leather is pre-treated to remain soft and supple.
Now they're here anyway.
If the Butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let ships sail freely.
Banjovantam stopped me on my way to work. Demanded to know who I was.
There's the place. Keep your eyes open. We may not be the only ones interested.
He was my cousin! Take cover! They killed Garrett! They killed my cousin! They're weak on the left. Got them! Snipers! We need to close in!
Hitting us from range.
Nice shot, Veilguard.
That's done. Are you Jakob?
Please, you have to finish Darrett's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then, someone has to finish this for Darrett. Please.
We will take care of it. Go back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Teir and Viago. Just follow the marks. The crow who dropped it off left marks for Dareth to follow.
I spotted something on the walls. Early.
That's a crow marker. Real tricky to throw. That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out. Another mark this way.
Wow. Even during an occupation, the mark.
Here's another crow mark.
Consider it done. I'll handle it. So they found him?
With bruises. Anton stumbling up the tower.
You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, Lucanus, but how did the Venatori stick you with spite?
They fed me something. Like he was a parasite.
You know, I've spent lots of time around demons, but I've never heard of them being used that way.
Zara said she got the idea from some cult in Orlais. They used it on Seekers, who are immune to demons.
Our next Cromark. This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Comic.
Comic? That stuff gives you nightmares. Chips at your mind.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line.
We cannot let the butcher unleash this on Treviso.
He won't. The Anton brought in a comic master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Woo!
Over we go.
Let's go.
Careful.
Take him out, quick!
End this!
Nice one, Lucanus. Good to go.
I command you to ignore whisperers. I command you to ignore traitors.
We're in. Let's find the comic master.
This place is forbidden! You cannot forbid the crows!
test my gift. I have will made flesh, so much flesh. Like the butcher denied has come to me. Will prove my worth.
Crows are here to end your threat, poisoner.
Poison. You made the gift of the gods!
How is he even talking? He's completely blinded! We'll ask questions after it's dead. Keep at it! We can't let this thing out. It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Thank goodness. I hate those things.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Carmack. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
What? Who stole it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Veilguard need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not. I told you crows to stay out of this.
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place.
You're responsible for the city?
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
We have other enemies too. The gods are involved, corrupting some Antam, making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
I've had about enough. A fellow crow died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
It's my home too.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The Crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.